Think about your favorite story or movie. What lesson did the characters learn as a result of the events of that story? What lesson about life did you learn from these events? This life lesson or theme, really defined as the main idea behind a story or part of a story, is one of the most important elements of a story. What we learn about life from the characters makes the story memorable and sometimes even life-changing. The themes found in George Orwell's Animal Farm add to the legacy of this story. This novel tells the story of a neglected group of animals in a series of events that begin with a revolt and an idealistic view of a better life, but end with a corrupt and powerful ruling class controlling every aspect of the uneducated animals on the farm. Some themes found in this story are the weaknesses of communism-socialism, the dangers presented by an uneducated working class, and the allure of power. This novel is often seen as an allegory or a story with a hidden symbolic meaning. Many of the animal characters, including Napoleon, Snowball, Boxer, Squealer, and Old Major, stand in for major players from the Russian Revolution, and their bad acts reflect the detrimental effects of communism and socialism. The connections Orwell makes to Stalin, Marx, Trotsky, and groups like the working class help readers to see the problems with this economic and political philosophy. Socialism is an economic belief system that promotes an equal distribution of wealth and the idea that each person works according to his or her own capabilities. Communism holds some of the same beliefs as socialism, but takes on a more severe tone and is often connected with politics. While communism and socialism profess to take care of everyone, this novel shows how, in practice, the only ones living in comfort are those in power, in this case, the pigs on the farm. While the other animals are being worked to death to build a windmill, starving from a lack of food, and kept in the dark about important decisions, the pigs move into the farmer's house, eat well, make deals and decisions without input from anyone else, and instill fear as they execute anyone who does not follow their orders. One of the great developments early in the novel is when the pigs learn to read and write and initially try to teach the others to do the same. They write the commandments and plan to use their newly acquired education to make a better life for themselves. The problem comes when the other animals have trouble learning at first, and then are made to work so many hours that they do not have time to learn. Because they don't learn to read like the pigs, they are uncertain of what the original commandments are and make it possible for the pigs to change them without argument. As the pigs increase their education, they are able to impose more regulations, and the animals are either too tired or uneducated to fight back. When Boxer agrees to go into the truck because he cannot read the writing "knacker" on it, Orwell shows the final devastating effect of the power others can have over those who are uneducated. Had the animals been able to read, they could have challenged many of the changes being made around them and even prevented Boxer from being sent to his death. Power is a great temptation, and the pigs in this novel demonstrate that quite well. While they may start with good intentions, the allure of power takes over and they continue to want more. They are no longer content with everyone being equal. Rather, they decide that they must have the best living conditions, the best food, and the only access to education. They become threatened when any of the other animals suggest an alternative opinion and begin holding regular executions to demonstrate their control over every aspect of the animals' lives. When Snowball has a different opinion, he is exiled from the farm because he represents a threat to Napoleon's power. Whenever a hint of dissension is felt, the pigs either execute or send animals away to prevent any revolts. Once they are in a place of power, they are never content unless they have more, and they will do anything to protect that power. Okay, let's review what we've learned. The themes or the main ideas behind a story or part of a story of George Orwell's Animal Farm teach us many life lessons. From the events of this novel, we can learn that communism and socialism are destructive belief systems capable of taking a great community and turning it into an oppressive place for those not in the ruling class. We learn that socialism is an economic belief system that promotes an equal distribution of wealth and the idea that each person works according to his or her own capabilities, while communism takes on a more severe tone and is often connected with politics, and that these ideas are explored and critiqued in Animal Farm through the use of allegory or a story with a hidden symbolic meaning. Secondly, though, this novel illuminates the vulnerability faced by an uneducated working class. Finally, through the choices of the characters, we see how power can easily captivate and control someone to the point of harming others. The lessons about life we can take from this novel are powerful and enduring for any generation.